What's up, folks? Back with another reaction, back with a very funny Luca who's sort of meowing at me and kind of rolling around doing silly things. But yeah, we're going to listen to another Depeche Mode tune, although it's not, I think, officially a Depeche Mode tune. That is to say, we're going to listen to a tune called Let's Get Together. No clue if it has any connection to the Haley Mills tune from Parent Trap, although that's immediately what I think of when I think of a musical articulation of the phrase Let's Get Together. Nevertheless, it's called a Vince Clarke demo for like a parenthetical subtitle. So I assume that means this is a tune that was never actually released. It was something that they did very early on, and by the time that they got in the studio with Daniel Miller to record Speak and Spell, this is a track that had been left behind. I don't know if this is another one of those, like, it's taken from one of their live shows, so maybe it has kind of that, old school, like, bootleg audio sort of sound. But yeah, bottom line, I'm curious, and again, I don't know if this is a cover or just an original tune by Vince that happened to use a title that has been used in some other famous song. So let's find out. This is listed as a Depeche Mode tune as I go to play it, although I don't know if it ever saw the light of day in that way. So either way, it's a Vince Clarke demo called Let's Get Together from, I think, the very early Depeche Mode period. Bass is really loud. The low end.
Let's get together. Let's get right now. Yeah. No wanna cry no more. Baby, we can make it somehow.
It's funny because in a way this sounds more like the vibe of the Speak and Spell album than the other really early tracks I've been listening to from them. A little lighter, a little softer.
Let's get together. Let's get right now. Yeah. No wanna cry no more. Baby, we can make it somehow.
God, that kind of backing, kind of hollow synth layer. It's reminding me of another early Depeche tune, but I can't place it.
Everyone together, gonna stop your crying. Sunshine on the bright journey with emotion to make it burn fast now. Listen to me what I say. Let's get together.
It's a catchy tune.
Let's get right
It's a shame that it, like,
yeah.
they didn't release it with like a proper, like, mastered recording.
Baby, we can make it somehow.
I do feel like maybe it could use 2% more pace, which I'm now thinking of the experience of listening to Spirit at a different speed. But yeah, like I said, that's a cool tune. It fits with kind of the synth pop bubblegum feel that some people have described at least some of the tunes on Speak and Spell as fitting into. As I said, it would be nice to hear it on a like full proper mastered recording, but evidently it's just a tune that they eventually never did anything with. It just stayed a demo. It was never like more fully developed. But it didn't sound like a live recording there. It didn't sound like that was from a show. At the very least, if it was like a direct line audio recording. It wasn't like a room recording where you can hear the crowd. But yeah, I assume that's either from 80 or 81 before they started working with Daniel Miller and Mute. I'm sure Han Solo will correct me if I'm wrong there, but yeah, a cool tune. I didn't enjoy that, let's say, on the same level as I did the early version of Photographic or the early version of I Sometimes Wish I Was Dead. So yeah, and that's not necessarily because it sounded more like Speak and Spell, but as I've now listened to a few pre-Mute Depeche tracks, I thought maybe it would have a bit more of like a gritty end, so or not an end in terms of chronology, but like lower end. Either way, it is a cool tune, and like I said, I think it fits in with some of the brighter tracks on Speak and Spell. So in a way, I guess I'm surprised that it wasn't given a like proper release at some point. In any case, let me know what you think. Shout out to Han Solo for sharing this. I will see you next time. Peace.